Hey loves, it's Britt, and in this video I'm going to talk about what it means to have the moon conjunct with Venus in Synastry. So what it means to have your moon conjunct with someone's Venus or their moon conjunct with your Venus. This is a really, really good aspect to have. It doesn't necessarily draw the people together as powerfully as like a Venus Mars or a Venus Pluto aspect would, but it shows that once they are together as a couple or in a friendship or other type of relationship, there is a huge level of harmony and consideration for each other. It really can allow the higher natures of the two individuals to come out. And when I mean the higher natures, I mean like soul qualities of kindness, helpfulness, generosity, gracefulness. It can sometimes indicate financial gain as well. And it really shows like a high level of compatibility between the two people, because we've got the two feminine planets are conjunct, so it's like the inner feminine selves of both people gets to come out. Now that's not so much an aspect of sexual attraction, because we have both feminine sides coming out in the relationship, but it does lend a great deal of generosity. Some of the negatives could be that you spend a lot of money together, or you eat a lot, because there's so much enjoyment with the moon being conjunct with Venus. You could really never say no to dessert or that extra drink, or it can be a bit indulgent when we have this aspect, but usually it's still going to work out well, because it's just like you indulge in the pleasures of life, and you're very emotionally bonded. So specifically, the moon person sees in the Venus person the most beautiful qualities that they really want to nurture them and build them up, and even in some cases mother them a bit, but they really see the Venus person in their highest light, and where they may be critical of other people, the Venus person can do no wrong really in their eyes, unless we have other things going on that would show, like a square to Saturn or something, that would show there is some critical natures there. But with this one, there isn't a lot of criticism of each other there, because Venus is also what you value, and so there is generally an agreement upon values with this aspect. There's a similar nature, like what brings us pleasure and comfort. We can have similar tastes, we can enjoy similar things. So the moon is what makes us feel comfortable and safe, and Venus is what we find pleasurable. So we can both really make each other feel at ease and safe and loved with this aspect. So it is definitely like a marriage indicator, but it could also just be like a really good friendship aspect to have, because you just generally make each other feel really good. It is common in marriage partnerships as well. It's, like I said at the beginning, it's not so much like a strong attractor, because the moon and Venus are both feminine energies, but it's once you are together, it's just it's sweet as honey. It's so yummy. It's a delicious piece of cake that is your favorite cake, and you're enjoying it. So it's really helpful to have in a relationship chart, in the Synastry chart. It's one of those aspects that could mitigate other difficult aspects because of the sweetness and the yumminess of this. Like it's yeah, it's quite delicious. And you want to look at the sign too of the person's moon and the person's Venus to really get a sense of what energy is coming through here, because that energy is coming through strongly and they really are in agreement upon those themes. So it's a really compatible aspect. It could definitely, yeah, like I said, mitigate other hard aspects in this industry, because it's just like you want to get along with this aspect. You can easily want to smooth things over because you just see this person as like human loveliness incarnate. So there can also be an appreciation of beauty together. You actually feel more beautiful, you feel more warm, you feel more nurturing together, you can feel more creative together. Yeah, the moon person really feels strongly that the Venus person is someone to be cared for, and the Venus person feels like the moon person really sees them and can feel really loved and really love the moon person right back. Like, so they both, there's just a lot of kindness and yeah, consideration, helpfulness. It's like a big, warm, fuzzy hug, right? Now, yeah, like I said, it's not so much like a sexual feeling, so it's not necessarily going to be like, if you just had this aspect without other sexual aspects, it could be more like just a friend zone kind of feeling, although the heart is very involved, but it doesn't create, yeah, it doesn't create that like tension, right, that, you know, causes people to want to get it on. It's just a lot of warmth and good vibes. So yeah, really good aspect to have. One of the best marriage indicators. Just so sweet. The only thing to worry about is like, yeah, overindulgence and maybe not seeing the other person's flaws at all, which could be a hindrance later on in the partnership, where maybe you realize if you have other difficult things going on that you know, maybe you saw this person in too good of a light. But usually the thing with moon conjunct to Venus is that you actually are seeing them accurately, but you are just like this special soulmate person to them to be able to really see them in their best. And when you see them in their best, you're able to bring that out of them. So really good one. Yeah, I'd love to hear your experiences of this aspect. This was requested. I'm doing requests, so let me know if you have any other requests for me to do, and I will do my best to do them all. And I do offer one-on-one sessions. My links are below, and we'll talk soon. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.